Hello, and welcome to another edition of Ask Pastor James. This question comes from Michael Zambia, and he don't say where he's from. But his question is this: And the Lord commended the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of the world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. And I say unto you, take to yourself friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitation. Basically, what Jesus was talking about. This is a parable, and it's talking about an unfaithful servant. The rich man had an unfaithful servant, and the servant was wasting the rich man's goods, just wasting his things, and costing him a lot of money. And when the rich man caught him, the rich man took away his stewardship, which took away everything that the rich man had given him. Maybe the power, the rank. Maybe he had rank. Maybe he had been there with him for a while, and he had made a little bit of time with him, and he was well liked by the rich man. So the rich man put him over certain things, and the steward had taken the power or the position and abused it, thinking that, well, now I'm in there, I can do whatever I want to do. So the rich man caught him and took that away from him. So now the steward is thinking, wow, my Lord has taken away what he had given me, and what am I going to do now? So he goes out of his way to perform works that's not combined with the way that he would usually do things. In other words, he wasn't doing it from the heart. He was doing it to save his position. He wasn't doing it because his Lord wanted him to do so. So he went out to people that owed the rich man, and he went collecting and begging them to give him part of the money that they owe the rich man, so that he could get back in good favors with the rich man. So he goes around and doing that 3 or 4 different places, and the moral of this story is this: when you realize that you've displeased the Lord, you went out abusing the authority that He's given you, and deceiving many people, then you're actually abusing the Lord's goods. You're abusing what He gave you. And you start deceiving people, and you start manipulating people, and you start using the power that the Lord gave you to benefit you. Not benefit the kingdom, to benefit you. So when you realize that you do wrong, and you come to the Lord, and you start doing all these things just just to get back right with the Lord so you can go back to doing what you were doing before to benefit yourself, you're not doing it according to the way the Lord would have you do it. So basically, you're not doing it because you love your Lord. You're doing it to benefit you. It's like I preach when I do sermons that Jesus is not a fire escape. You don't go to Jesus because you're scared of going to hell. You go to Jesus because you love Jesus. You do what he wants you to do because you know that that's what he wants you to do. In other words, we're not saved by works. We're saved by grace through faith. However, works are required, but you're not to do the works to please yourself and to please man. Get pats on the back from your beloved, from your brothers. You're to do it not to save yourself or not to gain favor, but you're doing it because you know that it's right. It's all according to your heart. In other words, in the Bible, it talks about your works will be weighed, and the ones that don't weigh correctly will be burned up like they didn't exist. In other words, when you do a good work, the Lord searches your heart. When you fast, the Lord searches your heart. Why is he fasting? Is he fasting? Is he right in his heart while he's fasting? Is he fasting for the right reason? And then you'll be doing the right thing, and then you'll go out and you'll start telling people, oh, I'm fasting today, I'm fasting today. They pat you on the back, you just got your reward. You're not doing it according to your heart. You're doing it according to the way you want to do it to benefit you. And that's not the way the Lord wants us to operate, beloved. That's not the way the kingdom of heaven is supposed to operate. We're all citizens of the kingdom of God. And we all have work to do. And let us do our own work. And let us do our work according to the way we're supposed to do it. And let us not grumble about what we have to do. I thank you all for listening. And Michael Zambia, I thank you for asking me the question. I hope this has helped you. I hope this has helped you to understand what that scripture means. So basically, the reason why it's saying that the children of the world are wiser than the children of light is because the children of light, they're most likely self-righteous. And they're most likely thinking that they have nothing to lose. And we're to humble ourselves and be faithful to Jesus. It's all about the Lord. I thank you all for listening. And for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Pastor James Ledbetter of International Ministry. You can visit our website at www.internationalministry.org. I thank you all for listening, and you all have a blessed day.